Lone Ruin is the latest in roguelikes from the indie game scene. Each run begins with the same place, with the same options for starting weapons and nothing upgrades between runs. A roguelike in the truest sense. While it's not bringing anything particularly new to the format, we must ask, is it good at what it's setting out to be? The style. It certainly is a game with my own taste and aesthetic, that being the glowing hues of purple and green that give that lo-fi feel. All very soothing, perfect for playing in darkened rooms on my Switch. The issue that does come with this is sometimes the enemies are ill-defined from their backgrounds. Nothing has proved much of a problem in my time with it, but it would be good to have a clearer look at what you're fighting against. The music. To accompany your battle, you get a fitting EDM soundtrack, starting off as a relaxed beat and builds into an exciting dance party. Frankly, if they had gone with a lo-fi hip-hop beat soundtrack, I'd have eaten it up and been demanding the vinyl pressing. But the relaxing vibe certainly would have been off because it's hard as nails. Death is an expected outcome from any roguelike, it's meant to be played again and again and again, but I had this on the easiest mode available and only made it to the first boss fight once. Now this isn't a negative to people who live roguelikes. I know a member of my team here at Robot Republic who would have completed this game already and be demanding a harder mode. But for me, I'd love there to have been a chill mode, one I can relax and enjoy the pretty colours and music with some forgiving combat. Maybe something that can be thrown in later just for me, call it Callie the Coward's mode. As for the general game types, there are two, the story and survival. The story isn't really forefront, but it's certainly a progression of levels, with boosts and modifiers with each stage. I assume there are boss battles throughout, but as previously mentioned, I only made it to the first one. With no way to level up between runs, it'd be unlikely for me to see any more of them, which is a shame as the tree monster I thought was a great looking design. The starting animation, while skippable, does feel repetitive rather quickly. Skipping requires holding down a button for a few seconds, so you'll be seeing those first few moments a lot. The survival mode turned out to be my preferred. Perfect for a quick play without the sense of failure by not getting through many levels. There is a leaderboard which unfortunately stopped working during the pre-release, a shame as for one glorious moment I was 7th best player of a video game in the world, out of the total 7 who had access to the still unreleased game at the time anyway. But it certainly is a fun feature to be core to the game, being offered to submit score at every death. I can only imagine the ridiculous scores roguelike players will rack up on this. When starting, you are offered a good set of weapons, all with distinct attacks. This allowed me to try out a few different playstyles, and even though I was repeating the same run, it felt fresh with each choice. Into the levels you can pick up a second weapon, and I believe more later, which once you get the hang of remembering you have it, make combat satisfying. Overall I had a good time with Lone Run. It's certainly one I'll be diving back into for short game fixes. But you can see the true potential lays in the hands of those who can complete Hades or Binding of Isaac. It's got a great style, good music and fun weapons. I'll hold out hope for a super casual mode to be added for players like me, and ideally a way to level up between runs, to turn this roguelike into a roguelite, to give it more appeal to the less hardcore. I'm Callie from Robot Republic, please hit the like button, it really does help our little channel grow. Leave a comment to let us know what you think of Lone Ruin, and subscribe to stay up to date with all the Robot Republic content. See you next time.